Ini adalah salah satu sudut kota di Apeldoorn, Belanda. Saya berada di sini untuk mengikuti dan mengawal 12 peternak muda asal Indonesia yang sedang belajar di Belanda. Mereka terhimpun dalam program yang bertajuk Young Progressive Farmer Academy. Akademi untuk para peternak muda yang progresif. Mereka ini dihimpun oleh PT Friesian Vlag Indonesia. Mereka dititipkan ke peternak-peternak lokal di Belanda agar belajar bagaimana mengelola peternakan itu secara berkelanjutan. Nah, Kompas.com telah membuat rangkaian video tentang pembelajaran mereka di Belanda ini. Saksikan di Kompas.com. Ini sudah masuk kawasan perdesaan. Jalannya jalan desa. Wih, itu sapi-sapinya udah kelihatan. Kita hari ini hari kedua di Belanda. Tadi dari Apeldoorn. Ya sudah, coba kiri ini kiri. Nggak usah. Nanti kita dapat juga kan kayak gini? Dapat nggak?
Kenapa?
Nanti kita dapat view kayak gini lagi nggak?
Daripada menyesal ambil aja mas dulu.
Oh, boleh.
Kita juga mau. Boleh.
Ya. Ini pemandangannya luar biasa. Sapi-sapi Friesian Holstein. Oh, keren sekali ya. Kita di Indonesia tidak mendapatkan pemandangan ini. Oke.
Buat kuliah nanti. Oh keren. Tapi tetap harus Pak Epi pastinya pakai baju ini biar tahu bedanya satu sama apa.
Keren sekali. Awas, dia kesini loh. Ini daerahnya apa, Pak? Namanya?
Zwolle.
Apa namanya?
Zwolle.
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 Daerah Zwolle.
Solo.
Zwolle. Oke, daerah Zwolle.
Ah ini.
Ini jenis apa aja nih, Pak?
FH hitam sama FH merah ya.
Oh, semua FH ya?
Ya curious saja. Mereka udah tahu di foto, jadi mereka udah.
Oh, mereka kesini tuh liatin. Oh, keren sekali ya. Oke, keren sekali. Oke, keren sekali ya. Dilihatin, mereka berkumpul. Tadinya mereka nggak di tepi, sekarang dia tepi nih, di tepi dia. Dia tahu kalau kita mau ke sini.
Grazing area. Berumput lapangan seperti.
Wih, ini seperti mimpi. Nah, seperti mimpi. Kita biasa melihat pemandangan ini cuma di iklan-iklan susu, produk susu. Ini mereka juga unik mendekati kita. Mereka seolah-olah pengen menyambut kedatangan kita dan berfoto bersama. Nah, kayaknya memang sadar kamera ya. Tapi sebenarnya bukan itu. Ternyata ini tuh salah satu behavior sapi-sapi perah yang khas, yaitu curious atau penasaran dengan keadaan sekitar, termasuk dengan kunjungan orang-orang. Ini merupakan behavior yang sehat dari sapi jenis ini. Oke Pak, ini jenis sapi apa saja? Bagaimana sistem peternakannya?
Baik, terima kasih ya. Jadi Bapak Ibu, teman-teman, ini sapinya bangsanya seluruhnya FH, kalau di Indonesia disebut FH ya, Friesian Holstein atau Holstein Friesian ya, tapi disingkat FH. Ada yang memang belang putih hitam, ada yang disebut FH merah ya, seperti yang ini atau coklat. Tapi semuanya ini bangsa sapi Friesian Holstein. Kebanyakan di negara Eropa memang seperti ini, sistem pemeliharaannya itu tidak dikandangkan 24 jam di kandang ya, tapi disebutnya di grazing system, merumput. Jadi peternaknya tidak perlu ngarit. Malam hari mereka akan istirahat di kandang sebelah sana ya. Nah, untuk makanan rumputnya mereka dilepas seperti ini. Dan ini rumput lapangnya memang berkualitas tinggi, proteinnya tinggi ya. Jadi yang jadi kendala di Indonesia, tidak semua petani, peternak sapi perah itu punya grazing area seperti ini. Ya, karena ini ada kapasitasnya maksimum gitu. Tidak bisa juga terlalu banyak nanti, karena rumput ini kan dimakan setiap hari, baru tumbuh. Jadi ada kapasitas maksimalnya. Ya, tapi ini sistemnya disebut grazing system ya. Jadi peternak tidak perlu ngarit. Saat pagi sapinya merumput makan, ada exercise mereka ya. Nah, terlihat dari ear tag-nya juga di kalung itu pakai RFID ya. Tercatat semua, ada deteksi birahi, ada perilaku ya. Berapa jam dia grazing, istirahat, semua tercatat. Nanti saat perah, saat mereka merasa sudah penuh susu diambilnya, itu ada jam-jam tertentu mereka akan kembali untuk diperah ya. Nah, ini setiap hari begitu, jadi sudah menjadi kebiasaan mereka. Jadi yang paling penting seperti terlihat sapi happy, peternak tidak perlu ngarit ya. Nah, ada tambahan misalnya di sana terlihat ada silase ya, itu tambahan pakan. Tapi sistemnya intinya ini ekstensif ya, tidak intensif. Tidak dikandangkan, diikat terus 24 jam. Peternak harus ngarit bawa rumput. Nah, dan ini secara exercise memang lebih bagus. Ya, sapi lebih bahagia juga, seperti Bapak Ibu bisa lihat. Nah, kebanyakan di negara Eropa memang seperti ini. Sistemnya tidak dikandangkan, di kandang khusus istirahat, diperah, ya, tapi memakai grazing system. Demikian, terima kasih.
Pak Dedi, katanya Belanda itu negara yang paling care terhadap kesejahteraan hewan ya.
Ya.
Dengan sistem seperti ini, gimana Pak Dedi?
Jadi pada dasarnya yang dilakukan di sini itu berusaha untuk membuat supaya sapi itu hidup senormal mungkin mereka aslinya. Tugasnya peternak di sini memastikan kebutuhan sapi terpenuhi. Yang pertama, kebutuhan nutrisi. Jadi sapi ini kan seperti ini, dia bisa makannya unlimited semau dia. Dia mau makan, ada makanannya. Si peternaknya menyiapkan pertumbuhan rumputnya bagus, sirkulasi rumputnya bagus. Yang kedua, perlakuan sapi, behaviornya sapi itu sama seperti normalnya. Sapi itu kalau dia sedang berahi, sedang minta kawin, dia itu akan melakukan namanya standing heat. Sehingga si peternak itu menciptakan device untuk memastikan dia bisa melakukan controlling terhadap apa yang dilakukan sapi. Yang kita lihat di kalungnya itu ada nomornya, kemudian di bawahnya itu ada seperti alat biru-biru itu ya, itu namanya sense hub. Nah, sense hub ini dia akan melakukan deteksi terhadap banyak sekali parameter fisiologisnya sapi. Kapan sapi makan, sapi kapan dia bergerak, berapa kali dia bergerak, berapa lama dia bergerak, termasuk untuk melakukan deteksi apakah gerakan perut rumennya itu normal apa enggak, apakah sapi sedang berahi apa enggak, sapi sedang ada di mana, karena di situ ada positioning, ada GPS-nya. Jadi si peternak langsung tahu, nggak akan hilang sapinya, nggak akan kemana-mana. Jadi dengan cara seperti ini, tugas peternak sebagai peternak memang beternak, memastikan kebutuhannya sapi terpenuhi, memastikan sapinya hidup normal seperti seharusnya sapi normal, tapi parameter produksi dan produktivitasnya terkontrol dengan teknologi. Nah, ini yang memang harus dilakukan sama orang Indonesia. Kita harus ngikuti ini. Kita pakai teknologi supaya sapinya hidup nyaman, normal, produktivitasnya terjamin, kitanya juga terjamin.
Pak, saya sudah bertugas ya.
Mau difoto?
Saya mau berkomunikasi sama sapi-sapi itu. Sapi, I love you. Nggak tahu dia. Mo. Oh, nggak tahu. Tadi dia nyaut, sekarang enggak. Ini keren banget ya, keren banget. The best pemandangan the best lah yang hari ini kita lihat. Mana suaranya? Sekali lagi. Kurang kenceng. Kita harus segera pergi dari sini karena kita telah membuat kekacauan. Kita harus menuju ke peternakan yang ditempati oleh pemuda-pemuda peternak Indonesia yang tergabung dalam Young Progressive Farmer Academy. Program ini dihelat oleh PT Frisian Vlag Indonesia. Kita udah sampai ke peternakan. Jadi memang di sini kaya banget dengan rumput-rumput yang menghijau ya, dan luas banget padang rumputnya. Ini dia peternakannya. Ini salah satu anggota koperasi Friesland Campina. Sistemnya koperasi mereka. Friesland Campina itu. So sweet. Mereka inilah pemilik peternakan ini. Kita akan ngobrol dengan Wim. Pak Wim ini nanti akan memberikan keterangan dalam bahasa Inggris. Mohon maaf ya, tidak sempat saya translate, tapi nanti ada caption in English. Bagi yang ingin mengikutinya dengan caption bahasa Indonesia, saya sarankan untuk mengikutinya di YouTube, karena di YouTube punya sistem untuk menerjemahkan caption dari bahasa Inggris ke bahasa Indonesia.
In a country, one of the key issues is a good veterinary education. If you don't have good veterinarian, your farmers sort of are blind. And I've seen some devastating things as well in Malaysia and in Vietnam as well. It's 100 cows, and then in the we got married in '92. We got 5 children, and then so 2007, 2008, two of the sons were really keen and interested in farming, and at a certain point, they decided, okay, we want to be a farmer as well. So I have 2 sons who want to be a farmer. So we have to increase the numbers of farms, of the numbers of cows. So then we decided to build this new barn for 200 cows.
What do you do when you want your children to be interested to be a farmer? Do you do something to encourage them to be a farmer?
Yes, not complain.
Okay.
To tell them always that you have a marvelous job. It's a beautiful way of living, to be in the country and be a farmer. Well, show them what's farming about. Is from a young age you take them with you on the tractor, on the farm, and this is how they get used to it. And tell them and teach them about the beautiful life you have. But it's hard working. But on the other hand, I can drink coffee with my wife every day. I can lunch with my wife every day. And, if you don't like your wife, I can.
But you have 5 children.
If I feel like me, sorry.
Nice to be farmer.
Yeah, it's nice to be a farmer.
All son or
4 sons and 1 daughter.
Before your generation, were there always 60s, or were there any time there you only have 5 or 10 cows? I mean, in Netherlands overall.
Oh yeah. Well, so sort of every generation doubles.
Okay.
When my dad started in the 60s, he was a big farmer here, and he had 35 cows.
Right.
When he quit, he had 70 cows, and I took over.
So
I graduated double. I don't know how that continues. But this area is always known for their dairy farming, because this is a polder. It's one of the oldest polders. It's the oldest polder in the Netherlands, and there are 3 major cities around here. Not anymore, but like Kampen. The city Kampen was in the 13th, 14th century, much more important than Amsterdam. Amsterdam was just a little hole. And then Kampen was a really big city, because it's the entrance, I can show it on a map, the entrance of the river IJssel. And this is the entrance, and it goes all the way to Scandinavia, Russia, the East Sea, and goes deep into Germany. This river, if you go down the river, it goes deep into Germany. So this was a very important city. So Zwolle, Kampen, they were important cities, and because they want the people living there, they want to have food, butter and cheese and things like that. Because this was and meat. That's why it's very important for the dairy sector. So this area has been known for its dairy for hundreds of years, centuries. Yeah.
Is there any certain philosophy that you make your size double when you're retired? Or
No, it
just like-
depends on when I have two sons. So if they want to have an income and temporary, I as well. I'm not retired yet. I have to wait for my pension, over another 10 years when the government gives me something. But if I have to rely on the government, so I have to take care of my own pension. Because the pension I get from the government is just poor. No, but
So the farmers is a rich people.
no, that's the saying here. As a farmer, you have to live poor and you die rich.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot of money invested and a lot of value in the country, in the fields and in the barn.
Yeah.
And well, it's passed on generation.
Probably it's not living poor,
No.
but enjoying your. It's not poor living. It's just enjoying your lifestyle. Isn't it?
Yeah, I like the country.
Holiday, I think you go abroad.
I go, well, and I'm lucky I can do for the dairy development program. Sometimes I can go abroad. And now I like to travel. Like my daughter now, she's studying in Bonaire, that's in the Caribbean. So in November, we and my wife go to Caribbean for 10 days. Yeah. But like this, we have a boat for going sailing, but we didn't have any time. Didn't have any time to go on it this summer. So it's been in the harbor for all year and it's unused. No time. But because we had two of our sons got married this summer, one in May, William got married in May, and the fourth son got married. He got married in May.
Is it your son?
This is my son. Yeah. He is full-time working on the farm. And then the other son is half-time. He is a teacher.
So it's full family operated.
Yeah, full family operated.
There's the teacher
No, that is not a teacher. The teacher is he's not here today. Tomorrow he will
So
be
you don't
here.
have any other workers than you.
No. Me, William, Alfred, and my wife.
This is family.
And we hire in contractors for doing the harvesting from the silage
Okay.
and some other
So
things.
what is your main job, like milking, cleaning the barns? What else? Because any other
Paperwork for the government.
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
No, we're making
more
silage and putting in feed and checking the cows and treating lame cows.
When the government checking in the farm.
No, it's not too bad. They have of course there's regulation. Yeah. No, but it's getting more and more, and from the European community.
What does governments do to the farmers?
That's a complicated question.
Mana-mana senyum nih ditanya.
We need to
changed.
know. What is the government's role?
Yes.
Sorry, where is
What is
the?
the government role?
Well, on animal welfare, food healthy, food security.
Feed.
So it's
Feed.
more
More-
on regulations.
Yeah, with more regulation, and that's good as well because we are working with food for people, so it has to be safe.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with that.
What about the subsidies?
Subsidized?
Do you have any?
No, it's very small. It's for the EU to do some for biodiversity. We can get some subsidies and things like that.
Yeah.
But
That's what makes you stronger, isn't it?
no, you can choose for it or not. If you don't want to do anything on it, you have small subsidies. If you take care of the environment, take care of biodiversity and things like that. And now it's another issue is environment for the what is it? The gas, the CO2 and greenhouse gas emission, yes, and things like that.
Who owns the AI center in Netherlands?
The AI center?
Is it government or?
No. My son does it himself. We have our own nitrogen can. Well, and my son and the other son they do it.
I know
I think now 60-70% of the farmers they do their own insemination.
What about the genetics improvement? You do it yourself or
Yeah.
the AI center?
No, we can buy the semen from everywhere around the world. But we go downstairs because we can go back here as well if you want. But but okay. I suggest go like this downstairs because it's very steep. Yeah, go. Okay, can I invite you to the table over there and you can have a cup of tea or coffee? You're standing here. The toilet. Yeah, I. There's a toilet, but it's very small. So it's not good for you. But I get.
Exercise. Wow, ini dia peternakannya. Wow. Awas, awas.